Well, hello and welcome to this matchup in the round of 32 in the Triforce Triple Play Season 2 bracket stage. Uh, Thirwolf took game one between these two. This is a best of three. And today we are playing the Betty Please flag set, kind of white sword base. So we've already got the white sword marked off there. I'm Smilefires. I'm joined by Tracy M this afternoon. How you doing, Tracy?
Doing good, doing good. Now we'll see if we even find the white sword, because the last time I called one of these flag sets, white sword turned out to be on a raft spot, and no one ever checked it, because by the time it was even available to only one of the players, they could pick up magic sword, because it is a 12 heart magic sword, a 5 heart white sword, and yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting there. So the changed sword hearts setting is on, but then they're forced to the vanilla values anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
we
we
do pretty.
start in the kind of Deadwoods and Grave area. We've got rocks falling near start, so that's always wonderful.
Yeah, with this start spot, I always like to just peek the coast spot, quick screen scroll to do it. Neither one of our runners do that. We do both are heading up towards the Grave Armos, which makes sense. And if the item isn't there, I would imagine they're going to scroll over to the Death Armos to try and find it there, and then start doing the start area.
And blank text, so those hints are not going to be worth anything, and the prices would tell you that as well. We got Pole's Voice out here.
Yeah, so no one's going to be buying that book. That's why they don't check the coast spot, because it's stuck in the book. I always, yeah, that one. No, wait, that's not this flag set?
That's not this one.
Jeez. Too many flag sets! Do find very early any roads.
So we could go check that coast item one of two ways. Oh, and then we can go back to start.
Oh, this is a great any road, because you just knock out this awful sword spot right now.
Yep, checking this open cave, which is level 9, actually.
Oh, that's really good information, but not going to be all that useful as a any road once we've checked that spot.
Also got to look
Level
at
4.
level 4.
All right, Thurif done with the any roads. It's like Peeper's going to go back and check the any roads. Thurif doesn't make it down the ladder there, which is a little unfortunate, but sometimes that level 6 screen can be really nasty. Although it's just Octoroks, you just didn't have the health for it.
Yeah, like that's friendly and all, but it's still really tough
Yeah,
spot.
you're still 3 hearts, no ring, with enemies on the ladder. Just don't want you to go anywhere. Say these any roads are not great because it's hard to get to that first one. Although if you do get to that first one, you can make a nice little trip over to the east side, so that's kind of nice. And yeah, you go check the spot. There you go.
We remembered.
And PedanticPotato finds level 9 as well.
Well, not an instant cannon, so we get to hear that much.
68 rupee candle. We can't find a take any. Extra candles is on this flag set.
Okay.
21 for our large secret.
And magical sword sighting of the desert shop. So now Thero can go back for a candle with that if he wants. Or here.
No, yeah, he's gonna buy a candle. I think you up A. I would just up A out of this spot. Go grab the candle you can buy. In this case, like, because the white sword is potentially available, prioritizing hearts makes a lot of sense if you know where to get a candle. If you don't know where to get a candle, I would just grab that candle, because there's a reasonable chance that those take any's, those other hearts might just be under burn bushes, and you won't be able to pick up that white sword anyway.
38 medium secret we also like.
That's very good. 2 down from the max. We find level 3 on Thirwolf's side. He's going to take a peek. Nothing killable so far.
Oh, hi Dodongo.
Yeah, I mean, you could if you had a couple bombs kill the Dodongo, but The single Dodongo, I would actually consider it, but those 4 bombs can be very valuable for other locations, so I can also see not killing it. If it's 3, there's no way. I'm not killing 3 Dodongos with 6 bombs without a sword. A whole lot of nothing in level. Well, you got a bomb pack. I won't say it's a complete nothing, because that bomb pack can, Thirwolf can get these start spots and not have to worry about them later.
Yeah, also a key wherever we might want to spend that.
Yep.
Looks like our door repair charge is 23.
Ooh, that's not good. Level 7. Let's see if he decides to search any of this. Level 7, a little less of a dungeon you want to be doing swordless.
Okay, key for 74.
Not bad. There's that 121 for Peeper. Okay, he's also seen the candle shop and he's going to buy the candle and grab the heart. And also, with the white sword item being the white sword, you don't feel bad about checking all these burn bushes that can't be your wood sword.
Yeah, that was just the other thought that I caught up to as well. If we find the white sword first, we're 1 heart closer to getting it.
That's right. Alright, both runners have bought their candles.
Here, we'll back up to plenty of money to spend.
There's that magic sword that we definitely can't pick up yet.
Yeah, so they'll both have knowledge of that if we find our way into a lot of hearts, which heart shuffle, I think, always possible.
Yeah, heart shuffle tends to give you more hearts because you're more likely to pick them up on the ground than you are to go down a staircase for them. And since we know that it's 12 hearts total, you might see them prioritize those hearts a little more. So then if it's the 10 to 14.
I do get a kick out of door repairs when there are blank hints. It just says nothing takes your money.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, the one downside is you can't really up A out of a door repair like you can when there's text.
Another large secret.
There's that 5th heart for Thirwolf. We'll be able to grab the white sword if we can run into it. Coast
and our
item.
Coast item.
Just a heart. I mean, given that they can grab it with a world wrap from start anytime they want, once they have a ladder, you might see that picked up just to get to the magic sword number. You might see that picked up if the runners are at 11 hearts and just need that 1 heart to get to 12.
Well, this is a fantastic time to have a candle. Coming from the previous tournament. Oh, white sword!
There it is. We don't care where the wood... Well, Thirwolf no longer cares about where the wood sword is.
Alright, first sword, white sword. But yeah, coming from the previous tournament, which had no extra candles whatsoever, like, getting started on the candle spots in the overworld feels so good at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, power bracelet on the Armos.
That's vanilla-ish.
Yeah, right item, wrong Armos location. Funny enough, it's what sword blocks on in this? I was about to say that could hide our wood sword.
It is not.
It is not, so it can't hide our wood sword. I'm a big fan of wood sword blocks because I always feel bad checking those locations otherwise.
Yeah, I like that, and I like important items in 9, which this does have. Like, it's marginal until it happens, and then I think people get a kick out of it.
We got a retry from PedanticPotato. I didn't see, just probably lost too much money without enough actual otherwise progress. Unfortunately, on the wrong side of the world for that white sword, and we don't know where the wood sword is, but I think we've done most of the open caves near start. So it's probably gonna be up in this northeast corner that Thirwolf's in, or possibly near the Lost Hills / waterfall area.
Yeah, Pedantic did some of the east because of that any road that takes you over there, but two.
Nice small secret. Thanks, game. Unless our bombs are 1 rupee, that's pretty useless. Yeah, well, the any road's gonna be nice and convenient, though. He's just gonna be able to get right back over to the east side. Not as quickly as one would like because of the because that first any road not in a great spot, but quick enough. Level 6 in the... Actually, that's technically by a lake. To me, that's a forest spot, though.
It's got water, it must be lake.
Yeah, per hins, it's by a lake.
We're not touching that until Pedantic finds some combat, but sticking over here is the play. Oh.
Yeah, with this much money, I buy the 16 rupees. Not great, but it is still below the vanilla price. Gonna buy some arrows as well, like that.
Yeah, bomb and arrow shop up at first quest level 5.
And the cheap bait. And Thorof's gonna buy all 3. One-stop shopping.
Yep. Do we even want to fill up the bombs? Go for a 4th trip? Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Spend all that money. It's just going to go to door repairs anyway. I think there's still one more large secret out there. There's the expensive bait.
Yeah, we've... Oh, Woodsword Cave at the waterfall.
Nice. Yeah, we've already got a candle, so that doesn't do us any. In fact, no way you're picking up that candle, unfortunately, because to have the white sword ahead of that, you need to have that candle. Peeper finds the white sword, doesn't realize that it's locked to 5 hearts, or maybe just... That could also be a force of habit.
Yeah, probably.
So he's gonna go find his last take, and if he goes down, unfortunately, well, he's gonna go up. I think this is the this right here is the power bracelet. Yeah, there it is. So if he goes down, he can get that last heart. If he goes up, he's gonna be a little bit longer. I actually find the wood sword first.
I'm thinking of other games where I walk over, do a check, and then realize I can't do it once I go check my menu.
Yeah. It happens. It happens to all of us. Thor finds the 3rd take in. He takes the heart. Was definitely thinking about that potion, though. And Octorok says, go back in there.
Well, it is a shop run by Octorok, so...
Yeah, fair point. Good bomb draft for a peeper on the candle shot there on the blue Octorok.
Yeah, he's been walking around without bombs for a while, so that's good to get started on.
Yeah, it also means he won't have to go back to this northeast corner, because he'll be able to get the 2 bomb spots over here. Might even choose to do the 2 spots near those Armos checks.
This is such a far walk, so that'll feel good. Letter at the Forgotten Spot.
Yay. Love getting the letter. Letter makes up for a lot of lack of rings if... with the ability to buy those potions. And money being pretty good in this seed, won't have trouble buying those potions, most likely.
I'm starting to think the rings just contain the potion liquid.
maybe that's how that works. We just found a dungeon, and what did we find? We found level 4. We're going to pirouette this key door open. And I expect Thorwolf going to do as much of this as he can. Hope to find something good. He does have that 1 key he picked up from level 3 earlier. And another key dropping.
Very cool.
He's going to go check out this room to the right. Get a bomb pack, that's nice. Alright, gonna have to spend a key here in level 4. See another key door, but an alternate direction we can go, and also possibly a push block. This won't drop. Yeah, it's like PedanticPotato took a not great death up in that northeast. It's still really far away from either sword. He is going to take the... Okay, this is a better any road than the one... I was thinking he was going to go... You take the one at level 6. This is closer to start, but still not great because of the Lost Hills.
Yeah, we maybe take a second to figure... Oh, that's a very linear level 4.
Yeah, it is. Keys or ladder blocks could be a problem in here. Ooh, very squishy red dark nuts, though. 2 HP, that's really nice.
And Thirwolf is down to 0 keys, so yeah, that is relevant.
Also of note, this flag set does give you perma-sword beams. So you might have noticed Thirwolf being able to just fire those beams. Alright, we are going to be able to get an item out of this, or maybe a heart.
So as soon as you have a sword, you have a ranged weapon in this one.
Yeah. It's the recorder!
Alright, I like recorder.
Nice to have that relatively early, since all those recorder spots. We've gone by a bunch of them, but we still haven't hit all of those areas, so we can kind of clear those on path a little bit more. And there's another key. We're gonna have to kill that. We're gonna have to kill that Patra to get any progress. And okay. Well then, good thing we got the recorder in this dungeon.
Perfect time for a shutter room with a dig dogger.
And shout outs to those beams, making that fight a lot easier than it otherwise would have been. We are gonna, to progress, we have to kill the Patra. In a not great room to do it. Let's see what things Peeper buys over here at the shop. Let's see. Thinking about it. We're gonna buy bombs. We're gonna buy more bombs. We're gonna buy more bombs. We're gonna buy arrows. Nope. No arrows, no bait. We do get a wood sword for PedanticPotato. There's another key for Thirwolf.
Okay, back up to 2.
Another Patra. This might be a Patra seed. It seems like with these extra boss seeds, 1 or 2 bosses will dominate. In this case, Patras. Which is not the worst, because at least you can kill them. You know, when you see dig doggers everywhere or gomas everywhere and you don't have the tools to kill them, that can be very annoying. Another key drop. No. It's level 4. This room probably will drop, but it's not going to drop in the T. So that key, unfortunately, goes wasted.
Let's go around the other way.
And no other choice without the ladder. There's the 5th heart for PedanticPotato, which means he can go get his white sword whenever he wants.
Oh, hello, Patra.
This one we can just kind of clip around, because it's got a rupee there that we don't care about. And heart on the floor. So we're done with items in level 4. Thorough. Just gonna go look for that Triforce.
Perma beams makes that room so much... Oh?
We're not done with level 4. We are ladder blocked out of the Triforce.
Just got a puddle of water in our way.
Oh wait, we have one more room at the bottom that we couldn't, who bombs this wall, you know? Like, seriously, come on. And nothing gonna drop here because that room only drops in level 1 in Shaped Dungeons, so. There's the white sword from PedanticPotato. I'd say like 10 minutes behind on that, so not great. Gonna need to find some other way to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, one nice thing though is he's found plenty of levels. He's gonna get to peek the coast item here as well.
Get one more heart. 59 rupee red potion, not bad.
So now maybe we try South Coast, but also we can pick a level.
Yep,
And
and Thurwolf gonna do these recorder checks on path to wherever he decides to go. Honestly, I might head back to level 3.
looks like Pedantic might be doing 4 first, because I think he's the one who scouted up here, but also got bombs for some of these spots as well.
Yep. Recorder check on our start spot is just 2 rupees.
Oh, not having a Triforce yet, so you have to wait around a little bit to see if it opens or not.
I know, I always, yeah, not having a Triforce with the recorder is so annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna get some good news, bad news here in this dungeon for, oh, yeah, he has no keys. You didn't get
This is
that
a key.
at level 3. Okay, we're fine. We can get...
I think
couldn't
he
remember if
will
that was
need
here or
another
not.
one, but
Yeah, the difference was Thirwolf had picked up a key in level 3.
yeah.
Yeah, yep. We're done in here. He could try some bombs, and he might, but we know from seeing the map that none of those bombs are going to work.
Well, he hasn't pirouetted the right wall open, so that would open for him, but I don't think there's a key in there.
Yeah, I'm trying. Let's see. Where is this start spot? It's actually. I mean, you can pirouette this door open. You have to screen scroll from the previous screen, so it's not free.
Yeah, which is why it was already open for Thirwolf,
Right.
because that's how he got in.
So that's a little unfortunate for Peeper. It's gonna. Okay, thinking about it. That's such a nice shop too, with all the things you could possibly need.
More bomb shops in more places, as we got a Gliok in level 3.
Gives us a key.
Yeah, I guess for missing out on the recorder, it hasn't paid off just yet.
Yeah, the biggest issue is, I mean, and people are up here clearing out Death Mountain where there's no recorder spots anyway, at least on West Death Mountain. But yeah, that's the, the recorder in a mixed quest overworld can actually cost you a ton of time, even checking stuff on path, because of there's 11 recorder spots and only 2 of them are guaranteed to open. You can literally have 9 spots that just have absolutely nothing. I've never had a see where I confirmed that it was 9 spots with absolutely nothing, but it can happen. Those spots are all, amongst the slightly over 1/3 to open.
And I assume people are not fans of Second Quest Mixed Overworld for the slightly higher chance there.
Yeah, I mean, you get more of a slightly under 2/3 chance to open, but yeah, the money sucks, so yeah. If you're gonna give me a money suck seed, you give me just a straight up Second Quest overworld where just everything's just gonna open.
Oh wow, level 5 is at the arrow on East Death Mountain.
I mean, both runners have that power bracelet, so that's Thurwolf's gonna get there at some point.
So got a highly linear and snake-like level 3.
Yeah, we do. And another Dig Dogger, yay! Heart in the stair of level 5. If you see if Thurwolf decide, you can clip in and yeah, thinking about it. I mean, he's kind of at the point where if I clip in, great. If I kill it, great. Either way, it is a boomerang.
Yeah, Dig Dogger was in the way of his preferred clipping spots.
Yep.
So.
Yep. I do have a floor item. Won't be in that room. Apparently won't be in this room either. I did not see what knocked PedanticPotato out of that level 5. It has decided to clear up the rest of East Death Mountain. We do find level 1, though. So East Death Mountain with stuff. Oh, well, okay. Hello, silver arrows eaten by the like.
Very nice.
You don't really feel bad about having bought the arrows ahead of that. This is, you can't be anticipating this. You're happy to see those.
Our run in 5 appears to have ended because the last room had key door, no keys.
Yeah, still no. Hopefully we can get some keys in level 1. Level 1 is a funny dungeon. It really does like to have key doors, but it's not unusual for it to also have key drops.
Oh, hello, Manhandler.
Yeah, hello, very squishy Manhandler.
Blink and you miss it.
Heart in the stair, level 1. Triforce for Thirwolf at a level 3. First Triforce of the day.
So PedanticPotato takes the heart lead, but Thirwolf has one of our required items and a Triforce.
Yeah, and potentially another required item. We're still missing a few levels, so we're missing 6. Are we missing 6, 7, 8?
We have
9.
6. It's by a lake. There's 7.
There's 7. Okay, so just 8 missing at this point.
And Pedantic has seen a, but I couldn't tell you where it was.
Gotcha. So the recorder may not actually be required other than for dig doggers. Although, no, wait. That those silver arrows were behind the dig dogger block in level 3. So this recorder is hard required. And Thirwolf, yeah, I bet he grabs that and leaves. It's level 7, you don't have a map, you have smaller dungeons to find.
Nice early Triforce, recorder in pocket.
Yeah, come back later if you need to. If the game says you need to go back there, you can go back there easily. So far, only 1 item out of 1. We get to see the map.
The hanging gardens of levels here in 1 through 6. Oh!
Ooh, ladder block in 1.
Double moats, but a key we can't get.
Oh, that hurts. I think that would have been... Yeah, you could have used that key in lots of places.
Yeah, moats in 1 and 4 to this point.
Alright, Peeper's gonna hope that there's something here. Oh, not in a good situation here. Okay, does get it with the bombs.
Okay, these are swordless bubbles. But nothing in that room.
Yeah, unfortunately, PedanticPotato only leaving level 1 with only an extra container heart and nothing else. That's going to be not allowing to progress in 4, not allowing to progress in 5. He really needs to get back to... Funny enough, if you get back to 3, like that key that Thirwolf picked up. I mean, that's why I like to, do those little swordless dips of dungeons. I don't really necessarily expect to find, like, that big item. But if you get a key here or there, a bomb drop here or there, it can just help you out. Just, gotta be careful not to spend too much time in those dungeons, because you can do quite a time sink if the game lets you.
Even if you, by the way, 6 is here.
Yes.
If you wanted to go back to that one shop, you get 3 keys in the cheap shop.
Yeah, it's true. Keys are relatively cheap. And 6 is a Wizrobe dungeon.
A question about red and blue bubbles. So the red bubbles in this particular seed, so you can change it to a couple different things in the randomizer. In this one, they take your sword away until you touch a blue bubble. So blue bubbles will give you your sword back.
Yeah, and that's the vanilla behavior that you see in second quest. the other ones. There's a slow link curse and a inverted controls link curse that are choosable. Those are not in the vanilla game at all, thankfully. There are different ways to get your sword back. Of course, the obvious one is the blue bubble. You can also use a potion, pick up a Triforce, up a save, but not up a continue, or hit a fairy fountain. Will get you your sword back. Fun fact, the first time I lost my sword with playing Second Quest, I actually thought there was something wrong with my game. Like, wait, I can't use my sword. What's going on? It's not like we had the internet existed back then, but it was a bunch of little boards and text messaging things, and I certainly wasn't using it yet back then.
I just wanted to say hi to that bubble. In the Chevy room in 6 as level 2 in West Death Mountain.
Oh yeah, there's the dungeon we hadn't found yet, level 2. Hopefully you'll get Pete for some keys, like that one. So Death Mountain Grave Area, kind of the place to be for dungeons.
All the way to the tippy top of level 6 with that transport staircase.
Unfortunately, also key doors in level 2. This could be the item here, assuming this isn't segmented. Or an item. Could also be the heart. A heart. It is a wand! Okay. Not required, but certainly nice to have. Red candle for PedanticPotato in 2. That's not what he's hoping to find. Although with red bubbles, a thing having that extra reusable, repeatable offense is nice. Also, use it to candle boost around those red bubbles. So the red candle has a lot more use when you have the 2Q enemy set going.
Yeah, definitely not nothing. Doesn't progress the seed, but maybe gets you deeper into a couple of these rooms that would be frustrating otherwise. And hello, blue dark nuts.
Blue dark nuts on one side, the dig dogger on the other side.
Quad shooters all around.
Compass for Thirwolf. Yeah, it's not the blue dark nuts that make this room super hard. It's the quad shooters that makes this room super hard.
Well, I think the theme of level 6 is dig doggers.
Yep. I think the theme of the seed may end up being dig doggers. Unfortunately, only one of our runners has the recorder to deal with them. If PedanticPotato can walk out of this dungeon with a key, though, he can go back to level 4, get his recorder, and then he'll be able to get his silvers and stuff. I worry that if he goes to level 3 without the recorder, if he ends up missing those silvers.
Well, we got a little lucky going this left path, not having to use a key going up, but it looks like might have suspended here.
Alright, I believe we saw both items here in level 6. Heart and wand. So Thirwolf grabs the Triforce and he's done. Oh, raft in 6. Okay. Raft? I didn't see that.
Pesky floor items.
Yeah, the wand was definitely in the stairs, so.
Oh, yep, raft on the floor with manhandler.
Either way, Thirwolf is done. That raft won't get us anything. We haven't seen no, we did see the magic sword, so there's really nothing behind that can be behind that raft that's particularly useful. But it might delay Thirwolf getting up to Death Mountain to get to those dungeons, which gives PedanticPotato a little extra time.
Yeah, like we haven't gotten a whole lot out of Death Mountain, but it is 3 levels.
Yeah. Yeah, in terms of items, no. But yeah, in terms of levels, yeah.
Or I guess 4 levels if 4 is included in that.
Yeah, 4 is kind of on that edge. By hints, it's in the grave. But as a kid, I always kind of thought of that whole area as Death Mountain, except the gray screens, you know?
It's got like the mountain blocks on it.
Yep. Yeah, Thro's gonna immediately turn this raft in and check this one raft spot. Now, PedanticPotato going into level 3 without the recorder. So that's gonna be a problem, only in that the silvers are behind the Dig Dogger. But he's gonna get keys out of this. Potentially.
I think that might be the one key, because this room is nothing.
Yep. He really needs to come out of here with the key to go back to level 4 at some point. But yeah, so far we're kind of getting a bit of a... I mean, I'm not sure if Thirwolf is completely right-ordered this, given that, you know, maybe the ladder's available for free somewhere that he hasn't seen. Oh, it's the last take any. I thought we saw all 4 of those. Clearly I was wrong. But yeah, if the ladder were available before going into level 4, then there was a better right order for Thirwolf. But so far, he's right ordered this a little bit more so than Peeper has. Just by that one key in level 3 allowing him to progress in level 4.
Oh, we are up to 2 keys in 3. And
good.
If you wanted to shop for him, this is also your opportunity where you are on the overworld.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the recorder, though, is also slowing Thirwolf down, because it's blocking nothing on the overworld, and we're checking all the spots.
We're even checking all the PB spots, and I don't think... Oh, the arrow was, but...
Yeah. Yeah, he'll do probably the grave. And here, okay, this is where level 8 was. We'll see how much a level 8 Thirwolf decides to do, but he'll probably, after this, go through the desert and then hit up Death Mountain. Whether he does east or west first, we'll see. I typically will do East Death Mountain first if I have the recorder, West Death Mountain first if I don't, regardless of Power Bracelet. See what's under this single Dodongo. It is a heart!
Up to 9.
Yeah, I feel like that's the kind of heart that you maybe skip if Magic Sword is 10 to 14, because, you know, checking it in most cases just gets tedious.
Oh, this is going to feel bad because this is a double shutter room and it's the magic boomerang.
Yeah, he's going to be able to clip in and get this, but he's not going to be able to go further. These silvers being hard blocked by this Dig Dogger. And we might be ladder blocked out of 8, but there's a good chance we can get around that Chevy room.
So you can walk back for that Triforce, but that's going to be it.
Yep.
Also, even this level 8 is a little leggy in it.
Yeah, it's got that weird little offshoot under the V. But even if PedanticPotato does come back here for the silvers, it's just extra time that he's spending in here that Thirwolf wasn't able to spend here. Or what didn't have to spend here. I mean, in the end, they both kind of double dipped it, but dipping it with a sword, without a, swordless is a little bit different than. And there's the bow for Thirwolf.
Bow in 8.
Yeah, we just need a ladder. That's all we need. Yeah, 4 is hard ladder blocked for the Triforce, so we do need that ladder.
Going to 7, are we? Alright.
Yeah, he's gonna find the early Triforce here, probably, and then he'll have to make a decision. Does he stay or go? At this point, his best chance might be digging a ladder out of here. But we see an immediate Dig Dogger block that he can't do anything about, so that right there is problematic.
Yeah, you could stick around here and try to bomb around, but other than that...
Yeah, this is a find the bomb hole 7, which, there might not be any. The only way to progress might be through that Dig Dogger. So yeah, I would leave as well. It's a lot of bombs you're spending for potentially no gain.
And yeah, Pedantic couldn't full clear 3 because there is a Dig Dogger on the way, and he still does not have Recorder out of level 4. Thirwolf's up to 5 keys, well 4 now, but
Yeah.
level 8 doing its thing, I guess.
Level 8, he also had keys out of level 6, and I think he got some keys out of level 4 once he got past the 1. So he's never really been in key trouble, all from that 1 key pickup early Swordless in level 3, I think. Yeah, there's the transport. I imagine he might take that after he checks this one room here. It's kind of all by itself. You might not take it as well. It's, you know, you don't really want to take a transport right before or while you still have some rooms nearby, at least not in smaller levels.
I know some people don't track, like, non-9 levels,
Yep.
so yeah, that could be a helpful memory device to just be like, oh, I'll do these while I'm here, so I don't come back through the staircase and go, what did I do?
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I track all my dungeons, mostly because these big, especially these bigger 8s and 7s, if you have to go back in them, it's just so hard to remember what you've done and what rooms you've cleared, and it just slows you down. But on the other hand, tracking slows you down too, so, you know, I could see the argument for not tracking.
It looks like choice the next for Pedantic is going to be level 6.
Yeah, I'm not sure this was Dig Dogger block. I think the only Dig Dogger block was the one that gets you back to, like, the transport got you one way, and then to go back you had to kill the Dig Dogger. But I wouldn't swear to that. I'm not sure that's true. And he's going to use a key here that's probably not going to get refunded. That's unfortunate.
2 Dig Doggers in a row, but we just get to pass on by.
All right, he need to use the key to get here anyway, so it's whatever.
Same.
Spend a key anyway, yeah.
Thirwolf finds the Triforce in level 8 and a compass pointing to the Triforce 2 rooms away.
Because of course. Game likes to do that.
But maybe same kind of thing. Let's just finish out this part and then maybe head back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Nice that the virus go down to a silver arrow. That means they're legit bomb droppers.
Going that direction ended up not being fruitful for Pedantic because it ended in Zelda's room.
Yeah, it's not ideal. I think, yeah, Thurl's gonna grab this Triforce, maybe goes back in. Both his items remaining are stair items. I think he's got 2 left.
And he's seen, like, all or close to all of the right side, so it would just be left.
Yeah, he's gonna leave. I think I like this. He still hasn't found 1 or 2, which we know are in Death Mountain, or 5.
Yeah.
And again, recorder back here when you need to.
And he already knows about the need for a ladder, so...
Yep. It's starting to look like that ladder may be in level 8, though, so there's a good... 8 or 7, so a good chance he's gonna have to go back to one of those dungeons. It does make it a little more coin flippy. 8 being... I think I still choose 8 over 7 just because it's 2 stair items and you have the map. But going to 7 looking for it, not a bad choice because it's going to be still 2 items. We haven't seen much of level 7.
Yeah, I feel like if you have the option, and with his exploration of 8 thus far, you try for more items.
There's the Triforce for PedanticPotato. He did get the rats. He has not seen the wand, it looks like. Can't kill the Goma, so we'll see if he goes back in. The wand, of course, not a crucial item, just a super useful item. We'll see if Thurwolf does East Death Mountain or West Death Mountain first. He's going to have to do both. 2 levels in East, 1 level in West. All right, he's gonna do east first after that transition spot.
Fair enough. East is compact.
He's got 8 keys, so he might be able to get further in that level 5.
Now the return to level 4 for PedanticPotato.
Yeah, he's gonna get that recorder, and hopefully, he at some point goes back to level 3. Although I can't see prioritizing that. I can definitely see doing it before level 9 as a quick check with a handful of rooms left. There's level 1 for Thirwolf. Gonna find that first. We know this is ladder block, so he's not gonna be able to finish it. He's just gonna get a heart in here. Don't know that we cleared that wizard room. So if he has a decent bomb count, might choose to do that. I don't know if Thorolf knows that this guy rolled down using the arrows to kill it.
Did not quite have as easy of a time.
Yeah. PedanticPotato didn't have the option of arrows, so he was just using his sword. And, oh, lo and behold, -2 manhandlers. Or if we can go ahead and clear this room as well, we know there's nothing here.
Still got a blue wizard in it, but maybe a little more manageable. Well, okay, we'll roll one more time.
Yeah, I think Peeper killed it with the didn't reset it after killing the red moblin.
Ow.
Just finished it out. Either
least
way, we're gonna have to try again.
At least it's gonna be the only thing in there.
Yep. Well, and bubbles, just to make your life miserable.
Sometimes I forget bubbles count as enemies. Sometimes I think they're just like environmental.
You're so annoying. Thorolf sees the map. Peeper takes down the Patra.
Yeah, he ended up doing the same thing and got the recorder and then had to get himself out of the dig dogger room.
Yeah.
In 4. And now Thirwolf knows the story of level 1.
Yeah, he's still got the reverse sea wizard room, which looks like he's going to go after right now, and then that start room, the start staircase that gets us over here in the first place, which could have something. I don't know that it was cleared earlier. It's not a room people like to clear.
Yeah.
With he's got 7 bombs, which wouldn't make it too bad, but it looks like he's not going to go for it. PedanticPotato also using the key in the wrong direction. Sad to say.
I mean, you hope that it pays off. It just doesn't with this particular seed.
Yep. I mean, it makes sense to go up instead of to the right there. Thorolf is probably going to find level 5 shortly. We'll see what he can make of it. And more dig doggers. This isn't blocking anything but what possibly could be on the floor here. Oh, it's blocking the map.
And then
Cute.
this is a heart in a staircase as well.
Yep.
But this is where Pedantic had to stop
Yep.
before.
No keys. Alright.
Oh.
Ladder block for Pedantic Potato there.
Just the lingering I can't
know,
go.
right? We've all been there. If ladder turns out to be in level 5, this is going to be huge for Thirwolf.
Well, we found the left align level, it looks like.
Now, we never saw the map to 6, which tends to have that left align, but of course it's always bigger. People are going to get the bad news that this is not the answer to the Triforce, and that he does indeed need to go get a ladder. I mean, he already knew ladder was required, but didn't know it was going to be a second dungeon. So now we have 4 and 1 ladder required. Oh, and there is the ladder. That is go mode for Thirwolf. He doesn't need anything else. Just needs to find this Triforce. Won't be in this room, though.
Well, Zodonga is doing a good job hiding it. Oh, what if it's right here? Okay.
Yeah, I mean... Let's see, I think Peeper's gonna go back to level 5 right now. Which makes sense, he's up here, he's got a key. There's the Triforce for Thirwolf, and he's out.
Next door to the circle moat room.
So I imagine he heads over to East Death Mountain. He'll find level 2. Might get that. If he runs into the... I mean, I think the heart was on path, so he could run into the heart and be able to get that magic sword if he wants to. Actually, he's going to do 1 first.
Yeah, fair enough.
Here's the map for Peeper. Uses his 1 key, which hopefully will be enough to get him to the ladder. I think it was. But probably going to clear more of this dungeon because he doesn't have silvers.
Oh, now we're going after the staircase room.
Yeah, I mean, if this is the Triforce, you're just done. You don't have to do the rest of it. Imagine if this were the ladder. That'd be funny. But it's not.
It's been a bit since I've seen something quite that mean.
More keys for Thirwolf. This, you know, again, it's just so weird that the whole situation in this seed can be boiled down to that 1 extra key that Thirwolf had going into level 4. Just giving him quite the lead, and you know, I mean, seed's not over. Panic Potato still has to find a bow in 8, but you know, level 9 can do its thing. But
yeah, and he is where he needs to be right now.
Yeah,
in 5.
He's gonna get that ladder. And the best thing he could find staying in here is an any key. If oh wait, we saw the heart, so there's no more items here. It's just the ladder on the floor and the heart and the stair.
He's actually managed to find his way to the Triforce room without the ladder.
That could be a problem. There's the Triforce for Thirwolf. He's gonna grab it. And in some order, he's gonna do West Death Mountain looking for his last dungeon and do level 4. It doesn't really matter which he does first. Oh, wait, we're gonna check ladder spots for level 2. Because It's gonna slow him down a little bit.
I think Pedantic maybe forgot he got a heart in here.
Oh, you know, well, no, wait, he hasn't seen the ladder yet, so...
Well, he did just pop in a staircase, and that was the stair item.
Yeah, okay. Maybe, I mean, could, yeah, transport, I guess. Alright, Thirwolf's done with those ladder spots. It tells me he's probably going to try and find level 2 first. I don't know which cave in West Death Mountain it was in, but it was definitely a West Death Mountain cave.
I believe it was the one next to Second Quest 9, east of it.
Okay. So he's got quite a few checks to get to that. He's going to go ahead and take a stop off over here at level 4. Yeah, actually, this makes more sense. Do the thing on path, and then go back and do the other thing.
Looks like Pedantic is taking a turn for 8.
I mean, he does need to get to 8. 8 having that bow. And didn't get the ladder in level 5, that's a problem. He'll get keys out of level 8. That he might have been key block out of that ladder. You know, it's just... Yeah, Thirwolf has so many keys, relatively speaking. Oh, he's gonna buy the blue ring. Okay.
Alright.
Has the money for it. Not gonna not get much. The only problem I have with this blue ring purchase is that his money, I mean, he doesn't have to search anything else out. So he's not gonna get a lot of money moving forward. So he's gonna be a little starved cash-wise. Alright. Triforce for Thirwolf out of level 4. He just needs to find level 2.
It was just past the puddle, but it was kind of weakly guarded by another dig dogger.
Yeah, they're just everywhere. They're already thinking about forcing a bomb to make sure he has enough to do all of this. Maybe he doesn't need to worry about it anymore since the Gorilla provided a bomb drop, but one of the things I see with some of the top runners is that they're always thinking about that bomb count, always trying to force. Did we see this? We must have seen this heart from Thirwolf. So there's just one item left in level 8. The bow is on the floor in a horizontal shoot room.
It's very walkable 8 as well, so...
Yep.
We at least should not miss the bow.
No. Yeah, the Triforce is way up there in the top left. And the bow is going to be, the seed, I want to say kind of forced you in the right, towards the right, but maybe not. Maybe this right here could be a different direction with this bomb hole.
Oh. Different shoot. So okay, we're headed to the right then. Unless we really want to, wind through this horizontal shoot room.
Yeah, I mean, that is the direction he needs to go. There's the candle for Thirwolf. Still, again, with second quest enemies, still useful. And this should be the heart. Which will get a magic sword if he so decides to go get it.
Level 9 could be absolutely coated in bubbles. We'll get to figure that out soon.
Yeah, I mean, I would pick it up because the Wizrobes in 9 is a very large possibility. If I know Wizrobes can't be a 9 for some reason, White Sword is usually enough.
Alright, welcome to the bow room.
Good news for Peeper, he's going to be able to get his bow. I don't think he's bought arrows, so he's not going to be able to get arrows anytime soon. Girl skipping that blue darknet room in hopes that it's not the Triforce.
Silvers were on the floor, bow was on the floor, ladder was on the floor.
Yep, everything was on the floor. These Hyruleans need to stop littering. Okay, there's the Triforce for Thirwolf. And he's going to be headed towards level 9. First, we're going to record to 4. And that's just to record to see where his recorder's at. Now he's going to record to where he actually wants to go. Because mixed quest means you don't know where your recorder's at.
It's amusing to me that we've hit the hour mark. We've had both players be in level 1, and yet there's like no trackable items that we can put up for level 1.
If Peeper were to get to that level 1 before Thurl is done, we might get to see what those items are because he would be checking. But missing that ladder in 5 meant go other places.
But since I didn't see it.
Thurl.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
welcome to level 9.
6, pick up your magic sword, take the any road over to level 9. I like it.
Taking notes as we speak.
And see, there it is. Wizrobes in 9. I want that magic sword for Wizrobes. Much more so than for Ganon. Map! Yay! Oh gosh.
Wow.
You know, I swear these maps of 9 have gotten goofier ever since the update that put in the flag set of unsorted shapes. And the unsorted shapes by themselves have been really, really interesting. But I feel like some of these these regular 9s have just gotten these much goofier maps.
So we're going to be back for that Zelda later.
Yep.
Now we just listened for a Ganon, and willing to bet he's in that top row that is so far away.
Of course. I mean, there's probably a transport that gets you there faster. I don't know. We have 10 keys, so we're not really worried about that. At least Thirwolf has 10 keys. And PedanticPotato suddenly has 4 and now about to have 5 keys. So Peeper having had key issues from the beginning that just put him behind. That one key that Thirwolf got out of level 3.
Yeah, that key's the MVP.
It is. Ah, there's a roar.
Okay. So everything just in this main part of 9.
Yeah, but can we bomb into it? Or are we going to be looking for a stair? We're going to go up, I think, here to see if he's above. He is not.
We didn't hear a roar in this room before,
Yeah.
so...
Oh, we're going to go through this room and try and go from the other side. Hi, Wizrobes. Thirwolf does have a red potion, so he's got he's going to be fine going into the Ganon. I probably use it right before he goes in. Okay, Ganon is here. Can we bomb down? We cannot. We need to get to him from below, or it could be a magic staircase, that little nub.
Yeah, wow.
I hope not, gosh.
Room to the right.
What a disgusting possibility. Yeah, it's actually starting to look like we need a stair to get either below or to the right of Ganon there. So we're gonna go a different direction. Yeah, we're gonna go a different direction. Not what you want to see, these red bubbles. Yeah, I would just up A before you get hit. That room is completely nothing.
Yeah, glad we don't have to... It's not a forced room that we have to walk through.
Yeah. I mean, we've both seen red bubbles being the difference in a race. You know, one player gets their sword taken away. Not likely going to happen here, with Thurwolf having a pretty sizable lead at this point in level 9. And just needs to find that one magic staircase to get to Zelda. or not to Zelda. We found that to get to Ganon.
So that room's not a staircase.
Maybe try bombing to the left here.
Pedantic wants the items in this 8, so he's continuing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good play for him. A ladder or silver arrows deep in this 8 would potentially get him back into things. But unfortunately for him, whatever's in here is at best the any key or the red ring, or, you know, I guess a book for an atlas wouldn't be the worst thing ever, although we've seen most of our maps. It is the any key, so now that he's got 7 keys, he could have used that a lot earlier in this seed.
So the staircase above Ganon's room takes us a whole 1 room to the left, so
Yep.
we can continue walking.
Nice bomb pack.
And we'll walk back to the Triforce for Pedantic, having seen everything in 8 now. Yeah, now that we need a staircase, now things get mean.
I know, right? It's still a Wizrobe dungeon after all. We're still in a Wizrobe dungeon with no ring.
Triforce and 8-4, PedanticPotato.
Yeah, let's see where he heads back to. Oh, he's gonna go back to 7. Again, I mean, it's... Oh, yeah, maybe not. Oh, he's gonna go back to 3. That's good. That'll get him his silvers if he does that.
Meanwhile, we have a Ganon.
It's not gonna get him his ladder. Yay, we got the staircase. Classic. I've got my potion at the ready. So you just push the B button, expecting silvers. But, like, I mean, it's just a short walk to get to Zelda, so that potion's not gonna hurt him.
Victory drink.
Yeah, there you go. Yay. Alright. Finishing with an official race time of 1:07:32. That is Thirwolf, the winner of the series, of the game and the series.
GG's to Thirwolf.
Yeah, that level night was pretty dumb. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get a DNF from Peeper. I think I'm guessing we're always a little bit behind on these restreams, so I'm guessing it's gonna be find the silver arrows and call it a day. Yeah, there's those silvers in the like from Dan Potato as we're joined by Thirwolf. GG's.
Thanks. That had some fun item spots.
It sure did. So, the biggest play, funny enough, in this scene, and we'll hopefully get Peeper in here as well, you picked up a key, swordless, at a level 3, which let you progress in level 4. Which lets you get the recorder, and everything stemmed from that recorder. As PedanticPotato joins us, GG's, tough one for you.
GG.
Yeah, I was just telling Thurl that the big factor in this one. When Thurwolf went into level 4, he had an extra key, having picked one up swordless in level 3, which allowed him to get that recorder first time in, which just kind of led to everything. There were just dig doggers everywhere.
There sure were. Yeah, I mean, getting my sword super late was not helpful, but then, yeah, the key blocks, and then that led to the dig dogger blocks, and then I assume the ladder was somewhere.
It was on the floor in 5, so...
It was.
Yeah.
I'm not. I gotta admit, I was
straight up.
not paying attention to the doors, so you might have been dodging around it if it required a key. But it was kind of on the way to the Triforce.
It was basically straight up.
Oh no, it was the room below the Triforce then?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, well that. Oh, you know what that was? That was, if I'm remembering right, that was the room with the land molas, and I think or no, you had to go through the room with the land molas or spend a key to get to that room.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Ah.
But yeah,
Oh, well.
I mean, it happens. So yeah,
I mean,
yeah, the key situation. It is really what the sad part for you was when you finally had a decent amount of keys stacked up. You found the any key in 8.
Yeah, that's how it
last
usually
item.
goes.
Never saw
Yeah.
that, but didn't quite matter at the end.
Yeah, I think at that point, Thurwolf, you were just looking for the ladder. And
Yeah.
you had like a bunch of you hadn't found 1, 2, or 5 at that point. So
Yeah, I had and I was like, always, I could record her back, and it would have been higher on the priority list because I had some good things near the beginning, but I figured it could wait until I've failed elsewhere.
Yeah, fair enough. We never did get to see what the rest of the items were in 1, which is kind of funny because the ladder. By the time you got back to the ladder block, you had the.
I thought about digging for the items, but then I'm like, who cares about a red ring? I mean, assuming that's in there, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, because you had so many keys, it probably was the only thing of worth. Maybe a book for maps in level 9, but you found the map easily enough.
Yeah. Which, yeah, that 9 was annoying, but
9 was dumb. as Kathy likes to say, DUM dumb.
yeah.
Like here's Zelda easy enough. Here's the Grort again, but oh, by the way, you can't get there.
Yeah, find a passage stair. Oh, there's like no passage stairs in any of these rooms. You find the bomb wall. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, elevator out of service.
Yeah, I'm just glad you didn't get bubbled by that Deanna's room red bubble room. Just
Yeah, I
bomb
had
it
a
and
potion.
click
It was
up A.
fine.
Yeah. I'd be more worried about being stuck in a wizard room without a sword and just having to burn a potion early.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, yeah, I mean, it was pretty straightforward beyond that.
Yeah, you just needed the recorder, you needed the ladder, and yeah, that's...
I would say thank you, extra bosses, because that's where the dig doggers come from.
White sword, first sword. All right.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was also an issue. Like Peeper, you got the wood sword first, because you didn't. Unfortunately, you missed the heart near the coast item.
It sure did.
Because you went down, because you went up and said, like, oh, if he goes down, he'll be able to come right back and get the white sword. And then, I mean, it's not like it doesn't make sense to go up. There's lots of checks there, so.
Or I guess you could go either or, because there was the one northeast of First Coast 1 as well.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
it was unpicked up at that point.
Yeah, I seem to have had a magic ability to route around important items or rooms, as we talked about in level 5 there.
Yep. Yeah, the one nice thing the seed did for you is it gave you an early large secret for a relatively inexpensive, well, not a super inexpensive, but an easy to pick up candle to buy. So that helped at least a little.
Yeah, I had kind of planned that out. I was like, well, should try to get that. Not use the free candle, instead take the heart, so I'll get the early white sword. And
yep.
Yeah, I think not going to the coast cost me at least 5 minutes at that point.
Yeah,
probably.
so. Yeah, probably.
Your final take-in cave would have been the coast raft spot. I think you might have not gotten around to that.
Well, I kind of, obviously, once I had all the levels found, I kind of sort of stopped. I was still looking for, an extra heart so I could get mags here and there at the end, but yeah, then I realized it was pointless.
Yeah, and you might have run into a heart somewhere. I don't know. It was some heart somewhere. We didn't see everything in every dungeon, so I guess level 1 probably had another heart.
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
It's
Decent
so
odds.
weird having no items marked in one.
I know, right?
I got
No,
a heart container out
That's
of
not
it.
true. There was a heart container.
Well, we didn't
Yeah.
mark it though. I
Yeah.
personally in Heart Shuffle, I don't like marking anything. We mark the coast heart though, because like it was the only overworld heart.
yeah.
So, all right, let's see. Let me take a look for you, Thirwolf. I think I should know this because it came up yesterday.
Shaddy.
But let's see who you're playing.
It's Shaddy.
It's Shaddy.
Oh, that guy.
That guy. Thoughts about a match with Shaddy coming up?
It'll be tough. I mean, wouldn't be surprised to see a game 3.
Mm-hmm. Game 3s are fun. Well, for us.
Yeah, well, got to schedule a lot of games. So.
Yep. All right. And...
But GG's Potato, is
Thirwolf.
some rough seeds, really. Game 1 and game 2.
Well, I think my biggest problem with this tournament compared to the last one is the last tournament, single flag set. I played it to death. I had a good game plan going in. With these rotating, different flag sets here, I never really got it dialed in,
Sure.
and I feel like didn't really have a game plan, and going around at random did not work out.
Yeah, I know. I find myself, even just as a commentator, I find myself every time having to double check things like, is Book Atlas, are important items in 9, that sort of thing. So yeah, I totally get that.
I keep the tracker open if I need to look back and check something. I know if excavator, the remove open stairs, that kind of like, oh right, that's a thing.
Yeah. You see the funny drop in the corner. It's like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
I haven't been looking for that.
I felt like an idiot at one point in our seed last night, where we started with the big shield in that flag set.
Yep.
And there was a point I was fighting
items.
Wizrobes, and I turned my back to a Wizrobe and got shot in the back and died. I'm like, I had the big shield. Ah!
Yeah.
I know. That was so weird because it's got like 4 different items you can start with, and I'm telling you, I'd much rather have that red candle, but I guess you think you can make use of that big shield until like eats it away, because that's what would happen to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I did not end with a big shield, I'll say that.
Here you go. All right. Anything else either one of you wants to add before we go ahead and close this out?
Nope. Thanks for the comms, restream tracking, all that fun stuff.
Yep, I was going to say the same thing. Thank you to everyone who made this broadcast happen. And good luck, Thirwolf. You did very well in these, and I think you'll do well, although Shaddy's going to be a tough competitor, so good luck.
We'll see what the random generator gives us.
All right. Good luck to you, Thirwolf, and thank you, Peeper, for joining us, and thank you for putting on a good show. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. I'd like to thank Husky from Pluto. We have not mentioned Husky yet, doing a great job tracking behind the scenes. Trackers always are MVPs, and Smilefire is always a pleasure doing commentary with you.
Absolutely, Tracy. You can follow us. You can follow the runners. We got those links for you in chat. And this appears to be it for the event today, but we got several games on deck for tomorrow. So more Z1R coming at you this weekend.
Yeah, first race tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Opna Point versus Potato Pony Game 2. Tabby Orange versus Tom J at 9 o'clock. Equations versus Angel FM at 11 o'clock. So definitely keep an eye out on that schedule to see where those land on what channel. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. Have a good, for those of us here, have a good rest of your day.